Joining us now is Senator Tim Scott, author of that legislation. Welcome, Mr. Chairman. Education is a passion of yours. Tell us what your bill does.
It's very simple, Trey. It puts the money and the power back in the hands of the parent. If your child's out of school for 3 days, remember COVID where every single child lost ground education? Why? Because they weren't in the classroom. We need to get them back in the classroom. Giving the parents the resources is the fastest path to a better education. We got to thank President Trump, by the way. He literally has been dismantling the federal government intrusion in local education. That's good news for parents who want to make the choice on where they send their kids to school. Awesome opportunity to re-empower parents and take the money and the decisions and put it on the kitchen table.
You know, Chairman, if my father got a refund for the weeks that I missed more than 3 days of classes, he would basically have gotten my entire college tuition back. But that's a different conversation. All right. In a perfect world, states would handle their own education system. But there is this entanglement, if you will, between D.C. and education. Do you think that will ever change? And should it ever change?
It has to change. And one of the things that we thank God for President Trump being our president right now is he's literally going through the process of dismantling the federal government intruding on the decisions at states level. That's good news, but it must go even further. It has to go to the kitchen table. Your mom loves you and your sisters in a way that no one else can. My mom loves me and my brother in a way that no one else can. So if we can just give the parents more choice, the kid has a better chance. And under this current administration, President Trump is moving those decisions closer and closer to the kitchen table. And frankly, even in the Working Families Tax Cut bill, Trey, we saw for the first time historic legislation giving more resources to the local level, to the parents. Thank God Almighty, President Trump had the wisdom to send the resources to the kitchen table so that the parents are making the choice. It's the only way for us to be competitive in a global economy.
By the way, Chairman, my mom loves you too because you call her on her birthday before I do. So you can include yourself in that list of love. All right, the more we spend, the worse we do. Nobody is more passionate about education. From the day I met you, you've been talking about it. Money alone clearly is not the answer. Do we need year-round school? And I don't want to get hate mail from teachers, but shorter days, different curricula. Right. Our republic requires an educated people. How do we ensure that?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head earlier. Teachers love their kids, but teachers' unions love their power. And what we're seeing playing out in classroom after classroom around the country is power is more important than the kid. And that's why the teachers' unions are stealing away the future of America by not caring about the education in the classroom. The only way to change that is to give the parents the power to make the decisions. Listen, Trey, there's no doubt that the teachers' unions, listen, Chicago, Illinois, the head of the teachers union sends her child to a private school. They're spending $33,000 per pupil, and they can't educate the kids in Chicago. What happens? Well, if you give those $33,000 to the parents, their kids have a better chance for the future. We have too many school districts around this country where literally 0% of the kids are at grade level. In Chicago, on the south side, it's around 5%. It means 95%. They're not making their way into their best future. We can change all that by disempowering teachers' unions and empowering teachers and parents by giving them a chance for the greatest success story we haven't seen yet, which is the best kids get the best education, but all kids get the best education. Because I believe that our kids, comparatively speaking, around the world, we win the competition every single day if we educate our children.
Yeah, what kind of education you get should not depend upon how wealthy your parents are, period. Tim Scott
Amen.
in the great state of South Carolina, thank you, brother. You've been passionate about education since the day I met you. It's still there.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for taking time to join us. You take care of yourself.